Hey guys, it's your girl Jay, one half of the Dizzy Gillespies. Yeah, this is another midday message today. I think I'm gonna change the message to Jay's daily message, right? Because soon will be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, my time, right? But I'm just gonna jump right into the message. So for the last couple of days, I've been thinking about something because I've been hearing this word a lot, um, witchcraft, right? And it's not that I've never heard the word. Growing up, it was just called something else. It was either called voodoo, obia, science, somebody pray for you. Those type of words used to describe witchcraft, right? But some of the things I've heard people like blame witchcraft for, I'm like, it's not witchcraft. That's life, right? So like, you lose your job, it's because your boss didn't like you, or they hating on you, or you knew her job better than her, right? But did you factor in the fact that the snooze button was your best friend, and you're supposed to get up at 7, but you're getting up at 7:30, and you're heading into work, yes, but you're heading into work 30 minutes late, and even though you're 30 minutes late, you're stopping at Starbucks to get a coffee and a breakfast sandwich, and then you're walking in with the attitude of nobody better say anything to me. They better be glad I'm here. And you go to your desk with an attitude to keep people from saying something from you, and you wonder why you got fired. It's not bad luck. It's not hate. It's poor time management. It's I don't understand why I have all of these ailments. I have blood pressure. I have diabetes, but you didn't factor in that maybe mommy and daddy had it, or grandpa and grandma had it, or auntie and uncle had it, or your sister or brother had it, and you need to watch what you eat, because if you eat certain things, it most likely will happen to you too. Prevention, right? Prevention is key. But no, you didn't want to prevent it because you like the way that fried chicken looked, and you like the way that it smelled, and you love the way that it tastes. And you know what? I'll drink some water and that'll wash it out my system later. And that's not how that works, right? Or it's I have the flu, and I've never had the flu this bad, or somebody must have prayed for me to get this flu. And it could be that you're poor in hygiene. You didn't wash your hands. You touched all those doorknobs. You shook all those hands. You said hello. You touched walls. You touched surfaces. And instead of washing your hands before you consume something or put your hand in your face, you just went ahead and went about life, and then you consumed, or you rubbed it in your eyes and your nose, and now you're sick. And everybody did it to you but you. Or you're not courteous enough. Then when you're going to sneeze, you sneeze into your elbow. You just sneeze into the air, or you cough into the air, right? Nasty. And then somebody walks into it, and then they're sick. Now what you got, you done gave everybody because you can care less. I got it, so you can get it too. I'm sick, you be sick. Why should I care about you being sick? And you're sitting and you're screaming witchcraft. And it's just basically, you're just not doing things the way it's supposed to be done. You're the procrastination king or queen. I'm not doing it today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it in 10 minutes. I'm on the phone gossiping. All right? Instead of doing something productive. Or it's, I failed to plan. So I plan to fail now. We grew up hearing that. Right? We grew up hearing that. It's this new thing that it's the way the world works, and I get it. But it's causing an issue with the reality of things. Social media and Google. Social media, everything is at your fingertips. Everything is at your fingertips. Everything is at your fingertips, right? Or Google. Everything is at your fingertips. When I was growing up, we went to the library, or we had encyclopedias at home, right? We had to research. Things took time. You know what I mean? We had a fax machine. Some of you guys don't know what it is. Google it. We had the rotary phone. It took you 10 minutes to call one person, and God forbid you miss a number. You have to hang up and start all over again. Right? It's not what it used to be. And I get it. This is the way the world works now, but it sets an unrealistic expectation. That's why a lot of us get caught up in these pyramid schemes and all of these conferences that we go to and these networking events that is not doing anything but putting net profit in people's pockets because you want it like that, and it don't work like that. Okay? It's lack of prayer. It's lack of prayer. And I know you're like, oh my God, here she goes. She's talking about prayer again. Oh, she needs to talk about something else. Well, I mean, who better to guide you than God? You get in trouble, you know, you get on the main line. You tell them what you want. I want to get out with no bail. I want to get out on R&R. You know, my own recognizance. I want the charges to be dropped, right? I want this lawsuit to be a 6-figure lawsuit, even though it's only worth $5,000. I want this job. I want this car. I want this house. But I don't want to pray for the discipline to get, receive, and maintain these things. The guidance that's needed, the wisdom, the understanding, the discernment to acquire these things if it's for you to acquire. Because it might not be for you. That might not be the plan for you. Right? Prayer. You need prayer. And I said this when I was talking about prayer. Pray for discipline. Some of us are not disciplined. Some of us are not going through what we're going through because the world is against us. Somebody's hating on us. Somebody don't like us. It's voodoo. It's negative energy. You didn't get evicted because your landlord didn't like you. Your landlord didn't like you because you paid your rent late. But you went and bought a car that you couldn't afford because it looks good. Right? And now you don't want the car to get repossessed. So now you're paying your note, but you're not paying your rent. You want to ride nice, but you don't secure where you got to put your head and wash your parts. Right? You have the newest iPhone, but your lights are about to be turned off. Your credit score is lower than your baby's credit score. You can't even get a secured credit card, but you're walking around here with Louboutins. You're not disciplined. You know, back to the health, right? You know, there's certain things in your family bloodline, right? And instead of staying away from things that can help or assist with it becoming a part of now your health plan, right? Your health plan. Because if you got to take a pill, it's part of your health plan. If you got to take insulin, it's part of your health plan, right? You doing it because you're not disciplined enough. You can't turn your face away from it, or you can't sit next to it and not do it. And listen, I can talk, right? Because for my health, I stopped drinking. There's alcohol in my house right now. It's been here for almost a year. I walk past it every day. I look at it every day. I don't touch it. You know why? I'm disciplined in that aspect. There's certain things I have to discipline myself with. I'm not perfect. I'm not getting up here and professing that I'm perfect, because I'll be a liar. I am flawed. Everyone's flawed, right? But there's certain things that we can fix. You have to discipline yourself. You have to discipline yourself with your money. You have to discipline yourself with your environment. You have to discipline yourself with your job. You have to discipline yourself with your assignment. And most importantly, you have to discipline yourself with God. And if you get disciplined with that, and you stick to what you're supposed to do because you asked Him for guidance, and you've listened, you took heed, and you humbled yourself, and you followed the instructions and the directions, a lot of this bad luck and all this nonsense that you're talking about, and this fear of the unknown because you can't see the boogie monster, that'll be gone. Because you'll be able to trust in who you need to trust in. Lean on who you need to lean on. Right? And you won't get caught up in this hoodoo, in this Whoville. Okay? And you'll leave that right where you need to leave that. and trust who you need to trust in. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. That's all I got for you. So sometimes it's not witchcraft. You're the witch crafting the foolishness in your life. And with that being said, I'm not for everyone, but I'm for someone. So click the like, share, subscribe button. All right? Subscribe. You might not like me today, but you might like me tomorrow. You might not like me at all, but the message might hit home at some point in time. All right? So, one half of the Dizzy Gillespies is your girl Jay. Until next time, peace.